Hello! I'm Tom Varner, and welcome to Adventures in TV Land. For today's adventure, I've come to the Ponce de Leon Lighthouse and Museum on the Ponce de Leon Inlet in Florida, not too far from Daytona Beach.
I'll offer a 96% drop.
It was named a National Historic Landmark in 1998, and it was named to the National Register of Historic Places in 1972. 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. it's open. You purchase your tickets for entry into the lighthouse and the museum grounds here in the Lighthouse gift shop. The theater is currently closed. So these are all rafts that people coming over from Cuba to the United States rode on in their attempt to make it here so they could gain citizenship and leave the communist regime of the Castros behind. Okay, that boat was found, floated ashore in 1989. The life jacket from the Coast Guard indicated that people aboard had been rescued. It's not there now, but there was children's clothing on the boat, so I mean, look at the thing. It's made out of styrofoam and pipe and a few planks of wood. A National Historic Landmark in 1998. I did not know this until now, but lighthouse keepers had to be their own doctors most of the time. And there's a lighthouse pennant that flew over here at the Ponce de Leon Lighthouse. They're still known as the Mosquito Coast Lighthouse. Or Mosquito Inlet Lighthouse, sorry. Okay, that's a storm pane window at the top of the lighthouse. It is the last remaining storm pane window from the Ponce Inlet Lighthouse. Various clocks and barometers. This exhibit here is about the Daytona racing. Alright, I did it. I'm at the top of the lighthouse. Ponce de Leon Lighthouse is the second tallest lighthouse in Florida. Alright, it's incredibly windy up here, really windy, but the views are breathtaking. Waves are kind of rough today, it looks like. Looking at them crashing against the breakers. It should be noted that the lighthouse is still an operational lighthouse. Pretty amazing. And there it is out there is the oil storage building. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. This is the oil storage house that we saw from inside the lighthouse briefly. Unfortunately, it no longer has the shelves or 5-gallon or even replica containers in it. Look at that bell found sunken in from a sea buoy in Charleston Harbor. 1,000-pound bell. This is the lens exhibit building.
The first major breakthrough in lighthouse illumination occurred in 1780 when a Swiss physicist named Domaine Argon introduced a new kind of lamp that solved many of the problems commonly associated with oil lamps at the time. That's a very good question. Although the light produced by the Argon lamp was a lot brighter than the light created by the oil lamp 5 feet away from you, it appears pretty bright. Now take that same bulb and place it 100 feet away.
This is the generator building. However, due to times in which we currently live, it is closed. The exhibit inside is closed because it's too small. This is the Gladys Meyer Davis home. It is decorated as it would have looked in the 1880s, and it is the first assistant keeper's house. This building is not open. They have all these windows, full-length windows where you can peek inside and see what the rooms look like. Child's bedroom. Adult bedroom. Here's looking in at that bedroom from the other side. Here's a look at the kitchen. This is the principal lighthouse keeper's building. This shows you what the inside of the privy here in the house looked like once indoor plumbing was installed. This is a model of the building the lighthouse in 1885. This room contains displays and artifacts all about airfield lights, which in many ways are very similar to lighthouses. Some more hands-on exhibits that are closed. And that is something right there I did not ever know about. It is a breeches buoy. What happened was a line was shot using a cannon, probably similar to that, from a life-saving station out to the shipwreck. The other end of the line was tied around one of the masts before the ship sank, and the buoy was activated to rescue people. The life-saving service eventually was combined with a couple of other United States government services to become the U.S. Coast Guard. Now this room is the one I find most fascinating because there are artifacts here from the Commodore, which was a ship that Stephen Crane was on his way to Cuba when it sank. Crane and the men on board the ship were saved when they saw they were on all of them were aboard a buoy. All of them were aboard a dinghy, and they saw the light of the lighthouse here. At that time, it was known as the Mosquito Inlet Light. Now, of course, the Ponce de Leon Inlet Lighthouse, but they were saved because of this lighthouse. Crane would go on to write about his adventures in the New York newspapers, and eventually he fictionalized it a little bit in his short story, The Open Boat. There's a picture of some of the wreckage of the Commodore. There are some pieces from the Commodore. That is a model of the boat. Here are some more artifacts from the Commodore. The one I find most fascinating is this one. It's what remains of the toilet on the ship. You can actually see the flapper handle. You'd flush it, it would just drain into the sea. Some coal from the Commodore. There's a piece of glass, they don't know what it went to. Perhaps a lantern like that. Some bullets. It's just a fascinating piece of American literary history, tied to this very lighthouse, tied to this place. This little building is currently being used as a storage facility. Okay, you can see this area. You can barely make it out. They're red. I believe those are brick. Yeah, outlines there. This is the garden area. When you were a lighthouse keeper, not only did you have to take care of the lighthouse and all the other duties and everything, and were you a doctor and all that other stuff, but you also had to grow most of your own food or hunt it. Pretty amazing. So from 1909 to 1918, this entire area was also a bird reservation area. Well, this has been another adventure in TV land. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, hit the like button. If you disliked, hit the dislike button. Subscribe to my channel for further content and ring that bell for email notifications. And if there's someplace that you would like to see me visit, leave a comment in the comment section. Until next time, that's a wrap. Hello. Looks like I'm upside down. I am upside down. Ah.